I found one. Looks like I'm in a subway. Moving on.
Roger that.
Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to share with you some of the most hypnotizing games with different styles, graphics, and mechanics. We're going to take a look at some interesting games coming out this year. Please don't forget to share your most anticipated game with me in the comments. Let's start if you are ready.
Oh, you're finally paying attention. The thing's been oxidized. Understand? Somebody wanted to make damn sure green wasn't coming.
Nobody Wants to Die, a new detective game. It's set in a futuristic New York City, where immortality has a dark side. Play as Detective Kara, solving murders of the elite with a young partner. Cyberpunk setting and detective work seem like a cool mix. GreedFall 2 throws you into a war-torn world with a nasty plague. Unlike the first game, you're not a fancy colonist, but a forced immigrant trying to survive. Explore a new continent, forge alliances, and fight for your freedom. Worth a look if you like in-depth worlds and a twist on the usual fantasy adventure. Silent Hill 2, a remake of a creepy 2001 horror game. Cool bits, scarier atmosphere with fancy graphics, new over-the-shoulder view for a more immersive experience, and rumors of an even deeper, more messed up story. If you like chills, this remake might be perfect.
There you are.
No way. The Stasi have made it to Nordwald.
Good job we have these disruptors with us.
Industria 2 is an upcoming FPS with a sci-fi twist. You play as Nora, lost in a cold, robot-filled dimension. The catch? You're not just shooting everything. Explore this creepy world, scavenge for supplies, and find a way back to 1989. It looks suspenseful with a unique story and a focus on immersion.
Oh shit, they're coming!
Get ready to fight for survival in a strange new world. Black Myth. Wukong is a hot action RPG based on the classic Chinese tale of the Monkey King. Instead of playing Wukong, you take on the role of a mysterious hero. Expect tough battles, cool monsters from Chinese myths, and stunning visuals. It's coming out in August 2024, so keep an eye out if that sounds exciting.
Not looking good, old friend. This'll take more than you and me.
Dragon Age. The Veilguard is the newest game in the popular RPG series. You create your character Rook and lead a group called the Veilguard. Like other Dragon Age games, your choices impact the story. You'll also have a team of companions with unique skills, like assassins and necromancers. It looks like a classic Dragon Age adventure for fans and newcomers alike. Except, of course, for the visual art style chosen.
Needs a leader. Someone we can count on. Someone that the world can count on.
A friend needs a little something stolen.
Star Wars Outlaws throws you headfirst into a sprawling open world set in the Star Wars universe. You take control of Kay Vess, a rogue with a blaster at the hip and thirst for freedom. It sounds like there'll be plenty to do. Dogfighting in spaceships, zipping around on speeder bikes, and exploring familiar Star Wars locations. Who knows, you might even get tangled up in a smuggling operation or two.
We should get moving.
Stalker 2, coming out this year, takes you to the creepy Chernobyl exclusion zone. Imagine fighting mutated creatures and navigating dangerous energy fields in a ruined city. This sequel to an older series promises a suspenseful survival experience. But beware, stalkers, people who live there, might not be friendly either. Assassin's Creed Shadows takes you to feudal Japan. You get to play as two characters, Naoi, a deadly ninja, and Yasuke, a legendary samurai. Imagine switching between silent assassinations and powerful sword battles. The game's set in a war-torn era of Japanese history, which sounds like a recipe for epic adventures. Dual protagonists and a fresh setting make Shadows an interesting take on the Assassin's Creed formula.
He is wrong. The dream scourge is but a symptom of a deeper, more dangerous rot. Go, tame the chaos that plays.
Avowed's the new RPG from Obsidian, the folks behind Pillars of Eternity. It's set in Eora, a world with a mysterious plague called the Dream Scourge. You wake up with amnesia and gotta figure things out. Played in first person with sword and spell combat, it's getting Skyrim comparisons. Choices seem to matter a lot, which could make for interesting replays.
You must open yourself to its mysteries. Tend to its purpose, no matter how wild. And become what the living lands truly needs. Its protector.
No escape for you. Perfect!
Flintlock. The Siege of Dawn mixes fantasy with flintlock pistols and magic. You fight undead as Norvin with a magical fox companion, Inky. The interesting part? Blasting enemies with pistols, slashing with swords, and getting magical help from your fox, all in tough, challenging battles.
Get ready.
These artifacts have a deep connection to something in the past. Boss believes they hold a kind of power. A discovery that could change the world.
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle explore locations, solve puzzles, and face danger in this action-adventure game. It takes place between two Indiana Jones movies, offering a new adventure in a familiar world. Plus, it's first person, so you see everything through Indy's eyes. Whip-cracking fun for fans.
The best laid plans of men don't always come to fruition. Man proposes.
Kingdom Come. Deliverance 2 is a historical RPG set in 1400s Europe. You play as Henry, a seasoned squire on a new adventure. The game promises a realistic world where your choices matter and combat is tough, just like real sword fighting. If you love the first game as much as I did, you can imagine how exciting this game is.
Praise be to our Lord Jesus Christ.
Our Father, there are many sinners in this world. But in the end, we all face your judgment for what we should have done.
Like a scene out of an 80s horror movie, Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days throws you into a Texas zombie apocalypse. You lead a group of survivors, scavenging for resources, crafting weapons, and finding safe havens. It's a mix of strategy and action, where keeping your group alive becomes a whole new challenge in the zombie world. Here's hoping this unique survival story sees the light of day soon.
A simple miner who survived a crash landing on a hostile planet. He quickly realizes that what was supposed to be a lifetime job opportunity turns into a desperate fight for his life. Jan will need to handle a large mobile...
The Alters, a new sci-fi survival game for 2024, puts you in the space shoes of Jan Dolsky. Stranded on a harsh planet, John's got to make tough choices. But here's the cool part. He can create alternate versions of himself, each one reflecting a different life path. Imagine a brawny Jan for mining and a brainy Jan for research. Interesting, right? It's about choices and how they shape you. Can't wait to see how it plays out.
A groundbreaking mission on the verge of failure. Damn. I just hope I don't f*** everything up again. You want a relationship that lasts. Put some effort in it.
Each Jan is a different person. It will be extremely difficult to keep everyone happy.
And the life we think we know turns out to be a lie. There's only one way forward. Find the truth.
Perfect Dark, the classic shooter, is getting a reboot in 2024. You'll play as Agent Joanna Dark again, this time facing an eco-crisis. Expect stunning graphics, new twists on the original's wacky weapons, and hopefully the same quirky fun. It'll be interesting to see how they modernize this beloved game.
I could use someone with your skills.
Go up there. Turn back before it's too late.
Phantom Blade Zero coming out this year caught your eye? It blends Chinese martial arts with a steampunk world. Pretty unique, right? You play a vengeful warrior, but the real draw is the fast-paced combat. Think lightning strikes and deflecting attacks with your blade. Mastering those combos could be thrilling. This one's for action fans who dig interesting settings. Gears of War, E-Day, a new prequel in the popular series. Play as a young Marcus Phoenix facing a monstrous new enemy, the Locust Horde, as they emerge from underground. Interesting bits. You play as a young Marcus and see the Locust War at its start. Plus, the game boasts super realistic graphics with Unreal Engine 5. Sounds like a fun way to revisit the Gears of War world.
Third-person action shooter set in the grim, dark universe of Warhammer 40,000. The game's campaign mode allows you to experience this epic story either solo or with up to 3 players in co-op.
Space Marine 2 that lets you step into the armor of a mighty Space Marine. These aren't your average soldiers. They're giant, genetically engineered warriors clad in powered armor. Imagine a walking tank that can also use chainsaws and rocket launchers. The game's all about mowing down hordes of creepy aliens called Tyrannids. It looks like a good choice if you're looking for an action-packed experience where you get to feel like a total badass.
Will that be a problem? No, Captain.
And forced to prove his loyalty in the heat of battle. On a distant world, he must face one of humanity's most fearsome adversaries, the Tyrannids. As
A Quiet Place. The road ahead, huh? New horror game based on a Quiet Place movie series, right? You play Alex, a college student. Survive the apocalypse with nothing but your wits and scavenged supplies. Make a sound those blind monsters hear you. Tense. Gotta be super sneaky, like a quiet mouse avoiding a hearing superpowered cat. Stressful.
I can't.